The reason it is called Guilty, the film is structured like a whodunit.
Maybe not just conversations.
I don't know, I'm just saying, I'm just putting it the way you said it.
She's really making me push the envelope to another level. We were two punished kids, white hair, gold hair.
We have the team of Guilty, director Ruchi Narain, Kiara Advani in an altogether different avatar, and Akansha, she's making her debut, Gurfateh as well as Tahir. Pleasure having you guys on board, Hungama.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. And tell us the basic premise of the film and why have you called it Guilty?
The film is about an allegation that Akanksha's character puts on Gurfateh. She says that he raped her, and that is the unraveling of the whole story. They're all in college. Kiara plays Gurfateh's girlfriend, and the story is told primarily through her, with Tahir kind of investigating what actually happened. The reason it is called Guilty is because the story is definitely a plot. The film is structured like a whodunit, but eventually you realize it's more like a whodunit, where everyone has a reason for what they're doing and saying. And that is really what unravels. And it addresses mindsets of which all of us are guilty, and how we put people in boxes and judge them instantly because इसने ये बोला तो ये होगा, उसने ये कहा तो oh definitely वो ऐसा है. So and it keeps changing. So it really addresses the fact how quick everyone is to judge each other.
Guilty of judging, rather.
Yeah.
That can be a good way of saying it. Alright, so it's a very interesting portrayal that you are putting in, and quite a surprise that it's your debut. And yeah, so there is this free-spirited girl from Dhanbad that you're playing, and who likes to have conversations backstage.
Maybe not just conversations.
I don't know, I'm just saying, I'm just putting it the way you said it. Alright, so how's the experience and where have you developed this confidence for the first venture, the way it is?
There are two different sets of confidence. One, to be on set and act. That confidence is brewing in me since I'm 1 year old. I just knew that once I get there, like I'm going to give it my all. Tanu's confidence, I learned through being Tanu, and Tanu's given Akansha some confidence because her body positivity, her confidence in her skin, the way she looks, what she wears, I don't have that personally. And so it's actually really funny because I would walk onto set and I would walk and Ruchi would scream from the mic, don't walk like Kanchi, walk like Tanu. So then I like start walking like this. I learned to be confident through Tanu. So yeah, that's
I want to add something to that. When I saw her screen test the first time, I immediately, I mean, we were shortlisting at that time, so I immediately put her shortlist because I was like, you know, I love her confidence. She's really got the essence of the character and blah blah blah. And then when we met the first time for a meeting, I was just, and she was so nervous, and she was like, you know, like this, and yeah, and I was like, ye kaun aa gaye? I said, but you are nothing like your screen time. She's like, oh, that, I was just, you know, acting. I was like, okay.
Yeah. So, acting confidence is a whole different thing.
No, I think it's very easy to judge your character. You know, it's like.
But I love that you're the first person in all of the interviews who's called me free-spirited and who said who is just enjoys and this and that, because everyone else has always had a negative connotation to her character.
No, why should we judge anyone? Yeah.
But see, but that's the way you think, and that's great because everyone looks through their own lens, like life and other people through their own lens. So it's very easy for other people to judge her as the boisterous and loud and shows off and etc etc. You didn't think so, so that's the guilty of judgment.
That's it's the #1 show that is there. So okay, so Kiara Advani, I think your presentation and your styling is something that is totally unique. You've never done this before. The hair and the songwriter and.
This is as far away from anything I've done all myself. So I remember when Ruchi, when she narrated it to me first, I was just like, how is she even seeing me in this character? And then after that, when we actually started prepping for it, the first thing to do was to put this look together, because the reason why Nanki is this, you know, girl with the tattoos and her hair and her piercings is actually, it's her armor, it's her weapon, it's her mask. There's a reason why each of that is on her, and there was so much homework because Of course, that was the first thing we tried to create, was that look, for that look test. There was so much thought behind every tattoo, why she has it, when she got it in her life, and all of that, which made me just, I mean, the kind of, you know, backstory that came with it just made it so exciting. And then when Ruchi turned and said, then you have to get your hair colored white, I thought she's really making me push the envelope to another level.
We were two punished kids, white hair, gold hair.
But that's, I mean, that's an entire look. But even as a character, I mean, she's this badass, rebellious girl who you see on the outside, who's, you know, trying to portray this very powerful, no-nonsense girl. But she's fragile, insecure, she's underconfident, and all these flaws inside, which just, I mean, of course, I don't want to give spoilers, but that's what makes you, like, when I see Tanu, a character like Tanu and a character like Nanki together, you see somebody who's free-spirited, in the nicer sense, we'll say, because I like the words he used, but then because we're in the film aspect, she may come across as the rest of the people in the film think she's provocative and bold and this thing. And then you see Nanki, who's trying to be and project this image of don't even mess with me and don't even think about it. But the way they deal with situations in life as two girls is very different. And that comes from everyone's experiences that they have in their lives as characters, which you will see in the film.
You said that she has a certain exterior, but when you listen to her songs, there's a different side to her personality altogether. So I think as a viewer, I'll be very keen to know her backstory, you know, about what her family life was.
But you will know that through the film, for sure, because that does completely come out eventually.
Because there seems to be something over there. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us, how was your experience?
Fantastic, yeah. It was very exciting for me because I always want to play a lawyer, and he's an investigative lawyer. They have a very different language, and Ruchi has family friends who are lawyers.
Not family friends.
Family, from her family, her Tau and everybody. So I got hold of one lawyer, and I went very method, spoke to him. They have a different language. Like lawyers have another, like they have this whole vocabulary of using words in a particular way. It was a lot of fun. Also in real life, I talk too much, and this guy only talks 100 words a day. So it was a
it's a very brooding character.
Yeah, it's a very brooding. It's also the thing. The most interesting part about Danish's character is because, like, we're talking about judgments, right? We make judgments about people all the time, and we don't realize that for a lawyer, it's the hardest, right? Because you're very confused between your own morality and the law. These are two things you're always conflicted with. And this is a beautiful story about people in college, right? And even this guy is just out of college. It's 2-3 years ago he went to the same college, and there are these beautiful people he's around, and now he has to decipher what is the truth, what is what, and all of them are telling him things, and he needs to figure what is that. And the interesting part again is that, is he guilty of things too? So the whole guilt angle with everybody is just at the surface. So and kudos to Ruchi, because the way she's written it and the amount of layers there are, oof. And that's why a lot of workshopping helped. Like Kiara was saying, we all went through a rigorous workshop. Thank God also for that. That's why the shooting was a picnic by. So even the cakewalk, the shooting was intense, but it was easy because we just prepped and it was fun. Like the best experience of at least my life so far.
All right, so you are the one to be judged.
Our debutant.
So did you do it or you didn't do it? Did you do it or what really?
Sorry?
Are you the guilty part? Are you guilty?
We're all guilty, yeah. I mean, we're all guilty of some things in the film. I think everyone's guilty in life of one thing or the other, good things, bad things. Yeah, this is what the character is trying to prove to Nanki throughout the film, that he's not done it, and even his father thinks that he's done it. So, which I think you've seen in one of the scenes in the trailer. Yeah, I think it's a very tricky space to be in, and I was constantly pestering Ruchi with questions that, you know, how do I do this? Because I hope I'll never be in this situation, and I've never been in this situation that I have to actually prove my innocence to someone.
But he's a very hard-working actor, I have to say.
He put us to shame.
He preps and he also winds himself up, and I realized during the prep that that's his process. So initially, like, I like to make the actors feel relaxed. I feel it makes them more confident, lets them shine. But with Gurfateh, I realized early on that I should let him feel edgy. because he does better like that. He needs
He would
that
stress
She was
if
so
he's not
stressed.
stressed.
That
energy.
why is he so nervous before the film? Like we're starting
Yeah.
shoot, he's so nervous.
Yeah.
What will he do?
And
He doesn't even talk.
He's such a
works like
complex
that.
character to play. His
Yeah.
especially in a way. Also for your first film, it's really complex. So when Ruchi put us through these workshops and then put us together to do the workshop, that's when I noticed that he's very different from what he's playing on screen, and he does it. I mean, I watched it last night, so I'm feeling very like proud, like he's done it so well, like his entire performance and you know what he needs to make you believe and all of that. But he's such a sincere boy that he's so when we were in Delhi, because we prepped thoroughly, we were in the skin of our characters by the time we reached Delhi to shoot. And just, you know, after shoot, pack up, Akansha and I had grown very close to each other while prepping. So we used to hang out, chill, go to the gym, this, that. Ye ladka, room mein baith ke, he used to like take out scenes from you know, different stellar performances of actors in Hollywood, and then he would on Instagram, we are posting gym selfies. This one has done a full monologue and intense dialogue with full this caption that he's written. Half I need to take a thesaurus to understand what he's written. And I'm like, Akansha, what are we doing? What is this stupid gym shit? Let's go read the script again.
We will literally see through while we are scrolling doing time pass, we are seeing his monologue and we're like 5 minutes ago we just packed up. What is he doing?
So it was so interesting to see him so, you know,
we would try to make him join the back group. Like we would be sitting in Humanity and eating and this night. We're like, where's Gurfateh? Let's call him to the Humanity. Hope he's not prepping in his Humanity.
The Tahir is thinking that when am I posting my a monologue now?
No, he's another level because I have my own level. We all prep in different ways, right? Yeah. And I should talk to him a lot because I do that too. I go quiet and I do things. But him, like, and also like his way and his technique of doing it until the last moment. Like for me, I can't do it at the last moment. वो अचानक end में, but he doesn't even talk. Like I used to try and talk. I said, "Gur, what's happening? Let's do it." He's like, "Bhai, मैं कर रहा हूँ." So his like his
always
level,
be like that.
his intensity is always. I just love the way he just gets into till the last moment. You know, there are different processes, but his process is beautiful.
And I was like, I told him, I said, everyone's going to try and corrupt your methodology. Don't listen to anybody. Just keep doing what you're doing.